Hey babes, sorry, I'm trying to fix my light up here because I got out for some. Okay, there we go. Okay, y'all, I am coming to y'all from my messy closet today because I had a video scheduled or that I'm supposed to be editing for what is today? Day 6 of wellness. But y'all, it's just not gonna happen. Y'all see, as you can see, things in my life are a little bit chaotic right now, and I'm actually okay with that for right now. And I'm going to a friend's house for, just a little Christmas get together or whatever. So I was just like, let me do this video while I'm doing my makeup because I am committed right now to sticking to these wellness videos and talking about wellness every day for the next up until Christmas, because I keep wanting to say for 30 days, but it's really up until Christmas. So I just wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about commitment because I feel like that is what I'm dealing with right now, is trying to make sure that I am committed to all the things that I want to be committed to or that I need to be committed to, even when the circumstances or the conditions aren't right or aren't perfect. And so that's a big thing when it comes to your health is, you know, making sure that even when the conditions aren't right, even if when things aren't perfect, that you are still committed to the process. You're still committed to your wellness journey. And y'all, I cannot find I actually don't need primer today. It's not that big of a deal. I have such a mess going on in here. That's probably going to be my project today, is to get organized. Once I get back home from this get together I'm going to. So let's get into it, y'all. I'm trying to make sure I have all my basic stuff that I need. I literally do my makeup almost the same every single day. Even when I'm going to something special or whatever, my makeup is not going to be that different. But y'all, I know this time of the year can be really, really hard. Let me, it can be really, really hard to be committed to your wellness goals. I'm actually struggling a little bit. I'm not going to even lie to y'all. And for me, I think it's the weather or like the season changing, or us not having as much sun as we did in the summer. So I struggle, like November, December. I really struggle. I feel like I kind of get it together in January. And so one thing that I've realized, that when it comes to the things that I'm committed to, is it's okay for you to have like these seasons where, again, things aren't perfect, you don't feel perfect, you don't necessarily feel motivated, but the big thing is just to keep the commitment, is to stay committed. So for me this season, i I just have not felt like working out for real. Not like those robust gym workouts that I'm used to doing. So what I have decided is that instead of making it a big deal to actually get to the gym, I decided to kind of scale back how I'm working out, or what I'm doing, so that even on the days that it feels really hard, even on the days that I'm not motivated at all, I'm still doing something and I'm still pushing myself a little bit. So, what I have decided for the rest of the year, the rest of this month, is I am going to get my 10,000 steps every day. Now, the exception to this is if I do happen to do a strength training workout, then I'm not as strict about my 10,000 steps. But what I'm going to do is every day, my main goal is just to get those 10,000 steps. which is kind of like a medium challenge for me. It's not, I wouldn't say it's a hard challenge. It's not necessarily easy every day, but it's like a medium challenge for me. So instead of saying, okay, I gotta, my normal, workout routine or exercise schedule is me getting the steps in and also making sure I'm doing at least two strength training sessions a week, and sometimes I'll even throw a little Pilates in there. But at this point, I'm just like, let's just stick to these 10,000 steps every day. And whenever I feel like it, whenever I am motivated, I will take whatever class at my gym, that's available to me at that time. Or I'll go do a strength training session when it is convenient for me or when I just feel like it. So that way I'm making sure that I'm staying consistent with this, but then I'm also not pushing myself too far in a season where that's just not going to really work for me. And the benefit of doing that, of adjusting yourself. So first of all, you have to be in tune. You have to be aware. Aware is the better word. You have to be aware of the seasons in your life and the cycles in your life, and even whether it's your menstrual cycle, whether it's the actual seasons, the actual seasons changing. You have to be aware of that so that you can be able to recognize patterns within yourself and be able to change and adjust yourself accordingly. So for me, I realize this happens to me every single year. I don't know. I've never been diagnosed with seasonal depression. I don't know if it's that. I'm kind of assuming that it's that. And really, I guess the only thing that I can do is try to keep my routines, make sure I'm getting enough vitamin D or supplement my vitamin D this season. But I also realize that some of this, it just is what it is. It's normal to want to have those cozy nights. It's normal to not necessarily feel as motivated during this season. Like it is what it is, and that's okay. But by just adjusting my situation or adjusting my goals or adjusting what I'm expecting from myself, it makes it a lot easier to be able to show up for myself, to be able to stay committed. And I don't know if y'all actually care about what I'm doing with my makeup. So this brow pencil was NYX. Um, I can't remember. I think this had a decent rating on the EWG website. I have not found a brow pencil that I absolutely love, like a clean beauty brow pencil that I actually absolutely love. So that's why I'm sticking with that for now until I find something better. So if y'all have some suggestions, let me know. Also, let me make sure my chat is turned on here so that I can see. Okay. Also, something that I'm realizing too, when it comes to commitment, is some things you're going to be motivated to do, some things you're not going to be motivated to do. But again, it's just important to keep that commitment and make it easier for yourself to stay committed. So, one thing that I like to do, y'all, I really love this brush. What is it called? A square foundation brush. So I use this for a lot of areas on my face. I have tons of brushes and I probably use the same 3 every day. But anyway, back to the subject at hand. I kind of forgot what I was saying. But being committed, putting your commitment over your motivation is really the thing that's going to get you the most progress when it comes to your wellness goals. And by the way, this is the concealer that I'm using. This is 8.7. Yeah, 8.7 neutral. So sometimes I just accept that I'm not motivated. Sometimes I will drag myself to the gym because it's been a little bit colder, and so I'm just don't really want to be outside, but I still try to spend at least a few minutes outdoors in the morning to try to help me feel a little bit better, and sometimes that does work, but even if I'm not motivated, some days I will just go through the motions. And some days you just have to do that. Like you just have to kind of just walk your way through all the things that you don't feel like doing. Sometimes my morning routine is the longer, I guess, wellness routine that I have every day. It's a lot more, I guess, invasive, or I do a lot more things in the morning as far as my wellness routine. So sometimes I don't really feel like it and I'm literally just going through the motions, and that is okay because it's just what I know I need. And sometimes you have to be focused more so on, okay, this is what I need rather than this is what I feel like doing. Cuz some days, especially again this month, most days I don't feel like doing much of anything at all. But I'm more committed to what I know I need. Okay, y'all. I ain't really do much to my face today. But I just wanted to put on a little makeup. I also wanted to show up for y'all because, again, I am committed to wellness and making this happen for myself. I just want to prove that I can show up on here every day until Christmas. So y'all let me know in the comments. I have a video. I'll probably share it tomorrow. It is about my nighttime routine or nighttime routines. It's a little vlog. I think I'm going to do a voiceover. I hope y'all enjoy it. I hope it turns out the way that I'm envisioning it to turn out. But thank y'all for watching. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if y'all are experiencing this or if you experience this every winter too. This whole feeling unmotivated, and or if you deal with seasonal depression or anything like that. Let me know what y'all are doing to cope. Just quickly, some things that I'm trying to do to cope with the seasonal depression is just, or, I really don't want to say I have seasonal depression. Like, that just doesn't feel good for me right now. So I don't want to say that. But some things that I'm doing to cope are, I am not as strict on myself about my wake up time. Now, I probably should be because I think that is helpful to have like a set wake up and bedtime routine. But I'm just kind of allowing myself to wallow in the morning if I need to. And to be honest, even though people tell you, you need to have a consistent wake time, and generally I agree with that. Honestly, this time of year, I actually like I've been just kind of letting it go and letting myself sleep in, and I actually feel better a lot of the times when I do that. I don't feel like I'm just dragging through the day and trying to force myself to wake up for the next couple hours. It just allows me to kind of ease into my day. Some other things I'm doing is trying to get as much sun as possible, trying to get outside in the elements. And what else do I do? Of course, I'm supplementing vitamin D because my vitamin D was actually low again at this last appointment that I went to. So I got to get that back up. Supplementing with my vitamin D, getting outside as much as possible, like not putting pressure on myself to be up super early. What are some other things that I do? I'm just gentler on myself in general this season. And just having things, again, having goals that are not quite as ambitious, that are actually doable and feasible for me, so that I can actually accomplish them and I feel better about myself as a result. And so then that motivation does build over time. Like I said, usually by January, I'm back on it. But November, December is, yeah, I'd be struggling. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you feel like this around this time of year, how you cope with it. Also, if there are some things that you want me to cover for wellness, let me know that down in the comments too. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like this video, share it, and make sure you subscribe because I got a lot of good stuff coming for the rest of this month. See you guys tomorrow.